Hello, everyone. Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle. And today we're going to take a look at the People's Champion Award. It is a title given out at the Mr. Olympia event every year for the most popular bodybuilder. Of course, the people themselves vote on it. It began back in 2018. And personally, I think this title is incredible. As you can see here, Rolly the Beast Winkler, he was your very first ever People's Champion. So how do you win? Well, you got to be popular. You got to be good. You got to be popular because thus far, the People's title has only really been awarded to guys in the top 3. So that's definitely a heads up for you guys wanting to predict a People's Champion this year. And of course, we will be taking a look at my prediction of who I believe will be the People's Champion this year. So yeah, Rolly the Beast Winkler, he placed 3rd behind Sean Roden and Phil Heath, but I believe he was the most popular among fans. People love the Beast, and not only that, he nailed his condition. So you gotta be popular, you gotta be good. The very next year, Rolly Winkler, he wasn't on, 100%. Hey, he looked good, but he wasn't the 2018 form, and he relinquished, that title to Hattie Chupin. So the 2019 People's Championship Award went to none other than the Persian Wolf, is that what they call him? And food for thought. This 2019 Hattie Chupin was the very best, in my opinion, of his Olympia showings. The very next year, of course, he looked good, but he passed the torch, the People's title, to none other than the winner of the Olympia that year, in Big Ramy Momdelsbaye. And actually, Ramy became the very first ever, and still the only People's Championship winner, the People's Champion, that also went on to win the Olympia title. And actually, the very next year, Hattie Chupin regained his People's Championship title. He's a 2-time champion now. But food for thought, he placed 3rd. So other than 2020, Big Ramy winning the People's Championship, everybody that wins this title places 3rd. So yeah. And before I give you my predictions of who I think will win the People's Championship this year, I'm going to give a couple of honorable mentions for a couple of guys back in the history, like this guy, Brutal Bertel Fox. And if you watch the 1983 Mr. Olympia and you hear the audience members, he was the uncrowned Mr. Olympia as far as the people were concerned. So if they did hand that title out back then, it would have went to Brutal Bertel Fox, and he placed 5th. And let's fast forward to 2002. One more honorable mention goes to Gunther Schlierkamp. If you watch this event also, it was maybe even more obvious. The people, probably would have been 99% of the audience would have voted for Gunther Schlierkamp. And he placed 5th, much like Brutal Bertel Fox in 1983. But anyway, a couple of honorable mentions. If they did hand that title out, I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly who would win every year, but 2002, for sure, Gunther. And now, who do I think's going to win the People's Championship this year? Well, there's 2 former champions, Hattie Chupin, Big Ramy. They could win it. They'll be in the runnings, I'm sure. But I think that they're going to change things up this year. There are so many new Olympia virgins like these 3 studs, Samson Dauda, Andrew Jack, and Michael Crezo. Definitely could be one of these guys. They're popular, very popular. But are they going to get into that top 3, top 4 situation? Is that possible? Couple of guys right here might not be as popular. Could be. I don't think they are as fan favorites as the other guys, but they could get in there in Derek Lunsford and William Bonac. But I think you got to have the whole package to get that People's Championship title. And then there's Nick Walker. He's my pick. That's who I predict. Nick Walker will take away the People's Championship Award. So whatever place he gets, whether it be second, third, fourth, first. You never know. You never know. I think he's going to take away the strap. The people are going to vote for him. They're going to want him to win, so he could get third. Anyway, guys, just a fun video. I love the People's title. I love the People's Championship Award. It's a fantastic title. I'd like to see a Most Muscular title as well given. Maybe one for Best Wheels as well. Give a bunch of titles away at the Olympia. Hit thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel. A couple of weeks away. Have a good one.